Hello and welcome to House News. Commission 2 has raised concerns over the management of the Indonesia-Papua New Guinea border in Papua, following findings on unclear boundaries, shifted markers, and unofficial cross-border activities. Commission 8 appreciates the performance of the National Disaster Management Agency and supports enhancing the agency's budget and organizational structure. Commission 10 emphasized the importance of strengthening youth development as a strategic step in addressing Indonesia's ongoing demographic bonus. Commitment to technology transfer in line with environmental sustainability is needed for developing the national battery industry, energy storage systems, and solar power plants. A mosque in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia is designed with a contemporary minimalist approach, emphasizing tranquility and strength of architectural form. Commission 2 urges increased government involvement in the Indonesia-Papua New Guinea border region to ensure local residents experience real progress and improve living standards. The border is seen as Indonesia's frontline and strategic gateway.
Member of Commission 2 of the House Taufan Pawe stated, the government's role should be reflected in concrete policies that directly meet the community's essential needs, such as upgrading infrastructure, supporting local economic activity, and protecting public security. He added without people-centered policy interventions, border areas will continue to remain vulnerable and underdeveloped. Furthermore, Taufan Pawe criticized the price gaps in essential goods, leading residents in border areas to purchase their needs in neighboring countries. Therefore, he encouraged subsidy policies and stronger logistic distributions to improve economic competitiveness in border areas.
Saya punya pandangan bahwa dalam pengelolaan perbatasan itu harus kita pikirkan bagaimana agar supaya masyarakat saudara-saudara kita di perbatasan itu merasakan hadirnya negara. Inilah sebenarnya inti wajah terdepan negara Republik Indonesia. Bukan ada di Jakarta, bukan ada di IKN, justru ada di daerah perbatasan.
Commission 2 encourages integrated management of border areas by involving all relevant stakeholders. This step is necessary to ensure sustainable development can deliver direct impacts to enhance the living standards of local communities. From Papua, Bari Ramadana, tvrparlemen reports.
Commission 8 supports the proposed additional budget for the National Disaster Management Agency. Stronger funding is important to enhance disaster preparedness, response, and recovery efforts in Indonesia.
Member of Commission 8 of the House Sigit Purnomo emphasized disasters management requires high cost because it protects many people. For example, the budget to rent helicopters and planes to reach disaster-affected areas. Since National Disasters Management Agency or BNPB is responsible for enhancing research and actively promoting disasters mitigations to the public, additional budget allocations is necessary. This approach ensures state budget is used to respond to disasters and also to strengthen prevention efforts.
Helikopternya ya mahal, kita mau sewa private ya mahal, ya kan? Mungkin BNPB juga tidak cukup kapasitas transport yang dimiliki kan asetnya kan tidak cukup, gitu, tidak menunjang, sehingga perlu bantuan dari luar misalnya, apakah dia harus sewa? Ya memang mahal gitu. Yang menurut Bapak apa yang diperlukan, Bapak sampaikan, ya kan? Yang kurang insya Allah kita tambahkan, karena ini penting Pak. Kita ini di lapangan ini kan BNPB semua yang paham. Konsumsinya saja sudah berapa? Ini kan masih manusia yang kerja, bukan robot ini barang, kan begitu Pak.
Additionally, Sigit Purnomo explained, with sufficient budget and proper data validations, BNPB is expected to be more effective before disasters occur. Commission 8 is committed to actively oversee BNPB's performance in handling disasters in Indonesia. Trihandoko, tvrparlemen reports.
Commission 10 highlights youth empowerment as a strategic agenda because it directly aligns with human resources quality, economic productivity, and social resilience. Therefore, youth policies must be designed to produce a competitive, high-quality generation.
Vice Chairperson of Commission 10 of the House Kurniasih Mufidayati mentions the younger generations always raises two key issues: access to educations and job opportunities. She pointed out providing scholarship and enhancing the quality of educations are top priorities to ensure youth develop skills relevant to today's demands. Meanwhile, in the economic sectors, encouraging youth entrepreneurship as well as expanding employment opportunities is considered very important to reduce unemployment rates.
Karena kita tahu hari ini Indonesia sedang menghadapi surplus demografi yang ini tentu saja menjadi tantangan bagi kami di Komisi 10 DPR RI, dan jumlah pemuda kita juga semakin bertambah dibandingkan dengan usia yang sudah lansia, dan ini menjadi kewajiban bagi kami untuk lebih concern lagi terhadap pembangunan Indonesia di sektor kepemudaan. Kemudian tadi juga banyak masukan terkait dengan beasiswa, masukan untuk bisa usaha, dan menurut teman-teman sebenarnya anak-anak muda ini cukup dua hal isu yang mereka usung itu adalah isu pendidikan dan isu lapangan pekerjaan.
Furthermore, member of Commission 10 of the House Reni Astuti explained, in East Java, a significant number of youth remain out of school, unemployed, and absent from training or skills development programs. Thus, he asked the government to implement more effective and targeted policies to give younger generation access to educations, employment, and training which are relevant to today's demands.
Di Jawa Timur ini kalau kita melihat angka NEET yaitu Not Employment, Education or Training itu ada di angka 20,13%. Dia masih di bawah nasional yang di angka 22%. Jadi masih banyak anak muda kita yang tidak dalam kondisi pendidikan, bekerja atau dalam kondisi training.
From Surabaya, East Java, Bondan Imana, tvrparlemen reports.
More information from Commission 12 of the House is coming to your way. Stay tuned to House News. Commission 12 emphasized investment entering Indonesia is not only about short-term economic impact, but also about strengthening public welfare and the future of national energy, such as through the battery industry and green energy ecosystems.
Member of Commission 12 of the House Rohmat Ardian explained, the battery industry in Indonesia represents a sustainable investment. It is designed with a strong downstream focus from battery manufacturing, electric vehicles, recycling processes, and the productions of household solar panels. The battery industry project is a green energy investment that will become a pillar of the future national economy and provide economic benefits for MSMEs and communities around industrial areas.
Betul bahwa industri ini mendukung menuju Indonesia green energy, ya, dan investasinya cukup besar yaitu 100 triliun lebih, ya. Dan 2026 ini pertengahan nanti akan sudah beroperasi sebagian. Dan menyerap lapangan kerja kurang lebih sekitar 3.000 untuk lapangan pekerjaan serta manfaat buat UMKM di sekitar Kerawang. Ini sangat bagus dalam menciptakan ekosistem baterai di Indonesia menuju Indonesia Green Energy.
Minister of Investment and Downstreaming Rosan Perkasa Ruslani stated, the government is placing strong emphasis on developing investment in green energy, renewable energy, and industrial downstreaming. As a result, these policies are expected to have strategic impacts on Indonesia's future in terms of economic and environmental benefits. Fajar and Fikrido, tvrparlemen reports.
Commission 10 highlighted challenges faced by the younger generation, including access to higher education, entrepreneurship support, and mental health, require more government response through strengthened policies and budgeting.
During a meeting with several youth organizations, Vice Chairperson of Commission 10 of the House, Mai Esti Wijayati, pointed out, access to education remains the main obstacle. Although the government has allocated 20% of the education budget Through the mandatory spending scheme, dprri feels many young people are still hindered by tuition costs even in accessing secondary educations. In addition to education, my ST also highlighted the limited youth budget, particularly within the Ministry of Youth and Sports. She added the budget for the Deputy for Youth Affairs is too small to support youth entrepreneurship programs which not yet run optimally.
Keseriusan negara untuk bagaimana mengatur anggaran pendidikan ini, termasuk keseriusan kami sebagai anggota DPR RI melalui Komisi 10, ini menjadi tantangan tersendiri. Karena kalau bicara soal mandatory spending 20%, mestinya anggaran itu cukup memadai untuk bagaimana anak-anak kita bisa mendapatkan akses kepada dunia pendidikan, bahkan mungkin dengan pembiayaan yang pasti terjangkau oleh siapapun juga, termasuk kepada mereka yang tidak mampu. Berikut juga dengan fasilitas untuk menjadikan pendidikan itu menjadi bermutu dan merata. Ini PR utamanya. Yang kedua adalah keresahan anak muda kekinian. Bagaimana soal kesehatan mental, bagaimana soal mampu menahan segala tekanan.
Commission 10 is committed to oversee youth budgets across various ministries to be focused on clear targets for the empowerment of young people in Indonesia. From Semarang, Central Java, Handoko, TVR Parlemen reports.
Lawmakers urge the Ministry of Health to take anticipatory steps in response to the Nipah virus threat, particularly by strengthening surveillance at international entry points. Early detection can prevent the disease from entering Indonesia.
Vice Chairperson of Commission 9 of the House Yahya Zaini urged the Ministry of Health to strengthen coordinations with regional governments to ensure monitoring and early detections at the local level are performed effectively. Yahya Zaini also reminded the public to continuously increase personal vigilance. The use of masks is again recommended, especially in crowded areas and regions considered to have a high risk of transmissions. This is important to break the chain of virus spread.
Saya mengharapkan dan meminta dengan tegas supaya Kementerian Kesehatan melakukan screening di pintu-pintu masuk bandara internasional, khususnya bagi para pekerja atau bagi WNA atau WNI yang bepergian ke negara-negara yang terinfeksi wabah virus Nipah. Jika ditemukan di Indonesia terbukti ada virus masuk ke Indonesia, virus Nipah ini, saya minta disediakan rumah sakit yang baik, disediakan dokter kesehatan yang cukup, obat yang cukup, dan vaksin yang cukup.
The Ministry of Health has issued circular letter concerning vigilance against Nipah virus disease following reports of the latest cases of the virus in India in January 2026. The Ministry of Health explained the Nipah virus is an emerging zoonotic disease with a high fatality rate from 40% to 75%. The virus is transmitted from animals to humans primarily through fruit bats. Bondan and Teguh, TVR Parlemen reports.
After the break, we have more information about several mosques in the world, only on House News. A modern mosque in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia reinterprets sacred architecture. Designed by a Ukrainian architectural studio, the project blends Islamic spatial principles with refined materials and clean geometric forms.
Ukrainian architecture studio Yodezin unveiled their latest mosque design in Riyadh. Amid the many mosques typically characterized by large domes and ornate detailing, this project takes a different approach, using bold geometric forms, solid mass compositions, and a clean silhouette. The mosque's clean geometry is built from the world's finest materials, including Italian travertine and decorative fluted plasters with natural wool carpets chosen to comply with religious norms. The mosque is part of a private complex. However, it is still accessible to the public. This concept reinforces the mosque's social functions as a shared space. They serve not only as religious symbols, but also as open communal spaces. The mosque covers an area of around 1,200 square meters, offering capacity for over 500 worshippers at a time. Its interior design emphasizes spatial openness and effective air circulations, while the tall ceilings make the room feel more open and improve acoustic performance during prayers. The mihrab, as the most important element of a mosque, indicating the directions of the Qibla, remains the main point in this design. Although expressed in a minimalist style, the mihrab is shaped in a bold curve form and light entering through wall openings. This lighting is designed to create a dramatic effect at prayer times, fostering a deeper spiritual moment for worshippers. Rather than being monumental and grand, the mosque captivates through simplicity. It is an example of contemporary designs can respond to traditions in a meaningful way for today's urban community in Riyadh.
Mosques in England are redefining their role as a community space by hosting weekly Pilates classes for men, combining physical fitness, mental well-being, and social connection within a familiar spiritual setting.
In recent years, Pilates has grown increasingly popular among various age groups, from young people to seniors. Known for its effectiveness in strengthening core muscles, improving posture, and maintaining flexibility, this form of exercise is no longer found only in fitness studios. At Jamia Usmania Mosque in Bradford, England, the initiative takes place shortly after midday prayers. Rather than heading home, groups of mostly retirement take part in a structured 45-minute Pilates sessions held on the mosque carpet. Men aged between 50 and 80 with varying physical abilities attend in everyday clothing directly after prayers. The classes began at 3 Bradford Mosque, but quickly gained wider attentions after a promotional TikTok video went viral, reaching nearly 2 million views. Interest has increased from mosques across the UK and internationally, including Malaysia and Canada. Participants have reported noticeable improvements in mobility and well-being. Most of them said the classes had helped ease long-standing aches. They believe the initiative can contribute to better long-term health outcomes, particularly among older men. Despite the physical demands, the sessions remain lighthearted, with humor and encouragement playing a central role. Beyond fitness, the program has reduced isolations and built friendships.
With its culture diversity, Indonesia has many historical tourist destinations, including religious tourism, with 6 religions that are legally recognized in Indonesia apart from being used as worship. Several places of worship are also used for religious tourism.
Indonesia is not only rich in natural beauty and culture, but also home to a wide range of captivating religious tourism destinations. From west to east, each region holds places of worship as spiritual spaces and also as historical landmarks. This diversity makes Indonesia one of the most unique religious tourism destinations in the world. In Jakarta, two symbols of tolerance stand side by side in the heart of the capital: Istiqlal Mosque and Jakarta Cathedral. As the largest mosque in Southeast Asia, Istiqlal is a source of national pride and an icon of harmony, while the neo-Gothic Jakarta Cathedral reflects the long history of Catholicism in Indonesia. Both sites are destinations for religious tourism as well as historical educations for visitors. Borobudur Temple in Central Java attracts domestic and international tourists. The largest Buddhist temple in the world is a place of worship for Buddhists and also a UNESCO-recognized cultural heritage site. Its intricate reliefs depict spiritual journeys, while the surrounding sunrise panorama offers an unforgettable experience. Meanwhile, in Bali, Pura Luhur Uluwatu is located at the top of a cliff, approximately 70 meters above the Indian Oceans. The temple has become a religious destination and a favorite tourist attraction due to its sacred value and natural beauty. Beyond these destinations, Indonesia is home to numerous historic temples, shrines, viharas and klantangs that enrich the face of national religious tourism, reflecting the harmony in diversity that defines the nation's identity.
And that's all for today. See ya!